Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another video. Today I'm doing an eyeshadow palette. Well, it's kind of like an updated collection and a declutter because my collection is kind of ridiculous right now. Sorry about my nails. I haven't done them in a while and they're chipped and they look disgusting, but I'm hoping we can be adult about this and just ignore it. So I'm going to be showing you all my palettes because if we don't get started with this video, will probably be like 30 minutes long or something. So there might be a few face palettes thrown in here as well because I do sometimes use them as eyeshadow, just so you know. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first palette I'm going to show you is the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This palette is going nowhere, guys. It's such a beautiful eyeshadow palette and it's actually in my project pan for 2018. I'm trying to hit 2 colors, just 2, in this eyeshadow palette before the year is up. And I think Primavera is starting to hit pan, so if I can use it up, that would be awesome. I'll give you a couple swatches, but I won't swatch every palette, or we really will be here for several millennia. So I'll just swatch Primavera, why not? It's this beautiful golden shimmer. And then let's do like Venetian red. So pretty. Yes, I love this palette. It's probably one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes. If I don't know what kind of look I'm going for, I'd grab this and I can always ad-lib something pretty nice. The next palette I'm going to show you is also from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the ABH Prism palette, and it was the holiday palette, but my boyfriend got it for me for Valentine's Day actually. And it is this gorgeous thing right here. There's a lot of unique colors. It's not like a boring neutral palette, but if you do want something a little more like neutral per se for like everyday wear, you do have some options here. I've only used this once. I used the color Lure and Pyramid. It does kick up quite a bit of product, but the pigmentation is insane, which is something that ABH is really well known for. I'll just swatch a couple colors. Let's swatch Throne because that's a really pretty color. Ooh, it's like a dark greeny color. And then let's swatch Sphere, which is, holy cow, are you seeing that yellow? Out of this world. So there's that guy. Oh, and it's not going anywhere, of course, because I just got it. This is an ancient palette. This is from Borghese. This was actually my mom's when she was a lot younger, and she gave it to me to use, and that was before I knew that makeup could expire and potentially destroy your skin on your face. So it comes with a blush, a bronzer, I want to say. It's really red. It's like a really red bronzer and several eyeshadows. This is going to be decluttered. This is super old. Even though like I would love to keep it as a memory, I feel like there's lots of other things that I could keep that my mom gave me that won't rot. So this is going in the declutter pile. Oh, and by the way, if I'm decluttering it, if it's really old, I'm going to throw it away. If it's not super old and I just don't want to keep it, I might try and find a friend who would like to keep it after I've sanitized it, of course. Or, I don't know, maybe I'll donate it somewhere like a women's shelter. I will find out what's in my area. The next eyeshadow palette I'm going to show you is the CoverGirl True Naked Roses palette. I do have 3 of the True Naked CoverGirl palettes from the drugstore, and these are really nice drugstore palettes. So it comes with 8 shadows. I'll just swatch a couple for you. This dusty color, dusty pink. There you go. This is like a nice all-over color for the lid before you apply other colors. And then let's swatch this guy. The names are on the back, but I'm a little too lazy to read them. They're really nice shadows. They're blendable, they're buttery. They're great for drugstore, and they're like 12 bucks at the drugstore or something, so you can't go wrong, really. The other 2 True Naked palettes I have, this one is the Nudes, which is less of like the rosy colors. This is more just like, I wouldn't really say cool toned. There's a few, yeah, I'd say it's more, maybe more. It's like the Naked 2 from Urban Decay. It's a cool 2 neutrals. This is probably my least used out of the 3 that I own. But again, the quality is just as nice as the Roses palette I just showed you. Let's swatch a Rooney. Oh boy. Oh boy. Look. Look, that's the one I just swatched. Beautiful and shiny. Strobe, strobe, strobe. I also have the Goldens palette from CoverGirl True Naked collection. And this is like the Naked one, of course. It's like a warm tone to neutral palette. I'm not gonna swatch this one. You've probably all seen it. But again, it's really good. These three are just really good palettes, and I would recommend them to you if you are on a budget, but you want something quality. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette. It created a lot of controversy in 2017 when it came out because people would like dig their brush in it and it would just like kill all the product in the pan, and people would be like, oh my god, there's so much fat. But you know what? People are stupid, and I really like this palette personally. You can't shove your brush in there. Just dip it lightly. It's like a pressed pigment, people. Whatever. But I personally really like this palette, and I have dug into several of the shades, and they've all been wonderful to me, including the ones that people are saying are not pigmented, which is Cube and Electric. Those two are actually pretty good. Even though Norvina herself says that they're more like topper shades, they actually work really well as like inner corner highlights or like the inner half of the eyelid shades. I like them. I'll just show you like how pigmented these beasts are. Like, are you seeing that? That's the color Untamed. The swatch says it all, people. The swatch says it all. Sorry, it's kind of patchy because there's makeup remover on my hand. I've been trying to rub it off. As I swatch, but this guy is going nowhere, and if you see my face in the reflection, I'm still in my pajamas. Hello. So I've only decluttered one so far. We're not doing so great, but there are a few that I know are getting decluttered. This is a very old palette, also passed on by my mother, by Christian Dior. It's only got two shades. It's got like a white brow bone highlight all over the lid shade and this brownie shade. I'm not gonna swatch it. It's super old. I think it needs to go and retire because he's a grandma now. This is also quite old, but I'm not gonna part with it. I'm so sorry. This is the Urban Decay, what is it even called? I don't know, but it was like a Boxing Day special they had way back in Sephora, and it comes with 9 shades. It has a lot of fun colors and a lot of and some neutral options on the bottom. And I used to do my makeup on the bus with this all the time. If you've watched my first eyeshadow palette collection, of course it's grown by now, so this video might be longer. And I'll just swatch a couple. So I'll swatch Fishnet there. Lovely, lovely purple, nice and shimmery. If you want to do a cool, like, Mariposa look, and I'll swatch Peace, because blue is beautiful. Very nice. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. Not really just based on nostalgic reasons, but you know, the formula hasn't changed, the texture hasn't really changed. I still think it's pretty safe to use, so if I do want to use some of these beautiful colors or the neutrals in there, I still have that option, so he's staying right in my collection. Another Urban Decay palette. This is, what is it? I think it's the Feminine palette. Yes, it says on here. This is the Urban Decay Feminine palette, but it comes in this pretty like wallet style palette, and you just open it like so. And I took the lip gloss out because if it stays in there, I will never see it again, and it will probably never be used. But it comes with 6 shades. The packaging is a bit bulky. It is pretty, but there's like a lot of empty space where they could have put product, or they simply could have shrunk it down, I think, because you know, these things take up space and my room isn't very big. So it comes with colors like Bordello, Hijack, Lost. I'll just swatch a few. This is Gunmetal. Gunmetal. Look at you. Aren't you a pretty shimmery grey? Very nice. And I'll swatch Lost. Yeah, Urban Decay like never disappoints with their shadows. They are just fantastic. So he's staying in my collection. He ain't going nowhere, hun. So I did have these palettes in my last collection video. This is the NYX 5-color shadow palette in the Caribbean collection, and this one is I Dream of Aruba, which has these beautiful like sunset-y colors. I do really like this palette, but it's really old. Like, I've had it for, I want to say 6 years now. Should I get rid of it? I don't even know. I used to wear this in university, and I remember my eyes would look like a crazy sunset. I followed like some Michelle Phan tutorial. It was like sunset eyes or something. I don't know, but oh god, I don't know. I'm having such a hard time getting rid of my palettes. These NYX shadows are actually really nice. Like, it's still so pretty. I don't know. Okay, this is gonna go in my maybe pile for now. I might get rid of it, I might not. Let's just see how cutthroat I'm feeling today. More from the NYX, the Caribbean 5-color shadow collection. This one is I Dream of St. Lucia. And this one has all these fun, colorful, clowny colors. Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of this one. I'm not even gonna swatch it. I've like touched this palette maybe 2 or 3 times in its entire lifetime, so it's gonna go. Decluttered. Goodbye. This one, same collection. This is the I Dream of Saint Martin palette, and these are like cool toned neutrals. I'm more of a warm toned gal, like 90% of the beauty community out there. So I'm just gonna declutter it. Again, I've probably only used this palette a handful of times, so it's gonna go. It's gonna go. Decluttered. Goodbye. This is the For Your Eyes Only for Mysterious Brown Eyes. Super freaking old, this palette, but it does have a lot of nostalgic value because I think this was my first eyeshadow palette ever. And it comes with 10 shades. They are quite pigmented. I will swatch it for you. Let's swatch this green color. Like, whew, you want green on your eyes? I'll give you green on your eyes. And there's that beautiful shimmery purple in this corner here. It is insanely pigmented, but it doesn't really last on your eyes, I find. Oh, there's so much nostalgic value. You know what, but I probably won't ever use this palette again, and it's taking up space in my collection. Okay, it's getting decluttered. I'm sorry, this is so old. So old. It was my first palette. Good memories, but it's taking up space. And you know, these colors are vibrant now, but you wear them for a few hours, they're probably gonna come off your eye. Okay, goodbye. Here is a little palette from Sephora that my boyfriend's sister got me. I don't think it has a name, but it's kind of like in a little envelope packaging, and it's really, really cute. It's got some neutrals and then some darker options if you want to smoke out your look. And this palette's actually really handy to take traveling with you because it's so tiny. So I'll just swatch a few of the shades. I actually really like Sephora shadows. I feel like they don't get enough, I don't know. People don't talk about them enough because they're actually really good. They are pigmented, they're easy to blend, they stay on your eyes all day. Like, what can a girl ask for? They're good. I mean, they're not like Anastasia Beverly Hills good, but they are good nonetheless, so I am keeping this bad boy. These, I'll show them both at once. These are the Wet n Wild 8-pan palettes. These are the old ones. I'm showing you these now because I have all of the new ones because I'm a monster and I bought them all when I went to the States because we don't have them in Canada. So this one is the Comfort Zone palette. Fantastic palette, so good. It's like $3 or $4 at the drugstore. The pigmentation, out of this world. The blendability, out of this world. Like, if I could just keep one palette from the drugstore, it would probably be this one. And that is saying a lot because there's so many options these days at the drugstore. But I'll swatch this beautiful dual chrome because, oh my, are you seeing that? Oh, how? And then I'll swatch this green eyelid shade. Oh my god, people, how? I actually think the old Wet n Wild 8-pan palettes, they're now 10-pan because they've added transition colors or whatever. I feel like the old ones are actually a lot better quality, eyeshadow-wise. Ugh, I know, like the new ones are good, but these are like good with lots of O's. And then this one is the Petal Pusher palette. Again, same amazing blendability, amazing pigmentation, dirt cheap. I'm gonna swatch the Definer purpley shade. It's got glitter in it, so it's a little bit less buttery, but still gorgeous nonetheless. You see, girl? And then I'm gonna swatch this eyelid shade, which is a bit, oh, he's not swatching very well today, is he? Oh, there you go. You better work. Yeah, this one's good too. It's good. They don't actually have a new Petal Pusher eyeshadow palette as far as I know, so of course these two are staying in my collection. Okay, so I'm going to show you all of my new Wet n Wild palettes now. So there's 4 that I saw at the drugstore. This one is Not a Basic Peach. Of course I'm keeping all 4. I probably won't swatch all of them because my hands are starting to get kind of icky from all the makeup remover. But yeah, they're now 10-pan. There's no mirror, which is fine. I can just do it at the bathroom mirror or at my desk. Yeah, this one is new. It's not like a reformulation of an old palette, I believe. It's very pretty. It's got very summery colors. Oh, and I did a video where I hauled all this USA makeup because I live in Canada, obviously. And if you want to go watch that, I'm going to link it. I'm upside down right now, so I don't really know where the card will be, but look for the little eye that pops up. It's my USA makeup haul. And then I also have this one, which is Nude Awakening, and it's more of like a cool toned, I mean there's a few warmer options, but it's more of a cool toned and neutral palette. But it does, you know, if I do want them cool tones, I do have some options, and it's very nice. I have used all four, and I do like them, but again, the old Wet n Wild palettes, I'm more of a fan of those. This is Rosé in the Air. People are saying this is a dupe for the Modern Renaissance palette because there's a lot of very similar colors. You see my face in the mirror? I'm not wearing any makeup. Yeah, I can definitely see that, like Venetian Red is color, and like this is Buon Fresco right here, these two. And then here, like Raw Sienna and this transition color are very, very similar. This palette is very, very good. If you do not have the I think it's $55 or something, for the Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes, you could definitely pick up these ones because they're a lot cheaper, and you'll probably get like very similar looks out of them. But the quality is pretty nice. Of course, I do think this one is a lot better, but this one is still pretty nice. And then last but not least is the new Comfort Zone palette, which is the new guy compared to this guy. I feel like the shades are slightly different and the formula is definitely different, but he's still good nonetheless. And now he comes with these two new transition shades. But there's like this orangey one and this more like rusty browny one. They are quite nice. I will do a little swatch for you. Like, they're still super buttery, but as you can see, the pigmentation is definitely not as cray-cray as it used to be. Definitely not as cray-cray, but it's still quite pretty, and yeah, I'm glad I tried it, and I'm glad I have it. Those are not being decluttered. This is new. This is from the Tarte Holiday set of 2017. I think it was like called the Treasure something set. What was it called? Treasure chest? Treasure something. I don't know. But it opens like this. It smells delicious. It smells like vanilla. It comes like a little lifty lid. It comes with an eyeliner, a Lights Camera Lashes mascara, and this lip paint, I think they call them. And of course all these beautiful shadows. And then it has these bronzers, these blushes, and this highlighter. This highlighter does jack shit. It's like it highlights nothing. Nothing. But it's pretty, I guess, to look in the pan. The shadows are actually super good quality. These are probably like one of the best holiday Tarte eyeshadows that have come out in the last few years. They're pigmented. They're not super buttery, but like, wow. And then, but look. Yeah, it's a really nice palette. It is a bit bulky, so I don't pull it out super often to use, but I do really like the shadows, and they do seem to last on my eyes quite a long time. And the packaging is so pretty. It is bulky, but it's gorgeous. And yeah, this highlighter though, not a very good one. And then I have this Hello Kitty palette that my friend got for me for Christmas one year. This is pretty old too, and I don't really use it that often, and I still keep it in the box because I really treasure this gift. And it comes with a little Hello Kitty diorama, if you could see that. You lift it up and there's like a Hello Kitty with balloons and apples and milk against a cityscape. Very cute. And then you just pull this bow here to get the... Oh god, did I just rip it? You just pull this bow here to get the shadows out, and it comes with this plastic sleeve that has all the shade names on it. They're very cute names. They're like Apple Pie, Dear Daniel, Milk, Celebrate, Friendship, super cute, blah blah blah. But the quality of these shadows are insane. I'm not getting rid of this. It's insane. Like, let's swatch this purple. Oh, actually it's a little bit flaky on my hand right now, but so good. So good. So good. Actually, I remember it being a lot more pigmented. Am I retracting my statement? No, because some of these are actually very insane. I just haven't swatched that one. I think it's this green one. Yeah. Wow. Like, what? What? Sir? Sir? I am in love with this palette, and I will never get rid of it. Just, you'll have to pry it from my dead body. So these are two more Tarte palettes that were part of holiday sets. This one, these palettes are not very good. There's no pigment to them pretty much. Well, there are, but I feel like sometimes during the holidays, what is it with me? Like, I'll be like, oh, they have no pigment, and then I'll swatch it and it'll be like beautiful pigmented eyeshadow. Okay, I was going to declutter this, but now I'm starting to change my mind because that's actually pretty dang good for pigmentation. So this one was based off of like toys, like children's toys, the shade names. There's things like Jess's Storybook or Kim's Porcelain Doll or Lee's Locket. Like, okay, I'm keeping it. You got me, swatches. And this one is very pretty. The design reminds me of kind of like Beauty and the Beastie. And these colors are definitely ones I would use more compared to this guy. Oops. But they're still very safe colors if you just want an easy look. Should I swatch them? Sure, let's swatch this brown. It's not bad. It's not great. It is there. That's not bad either. You know what? Yeah, I'm keeping them. I'm a hoarder. I have hoarding tendencies, and I'm not getting rid of them. And this one was based off like things in Paris, I believe. It was like Eiffel for you, like Eiffel Tower, haha, get it? And Moulin Rouge and Palace of Versailles. Those are the names. It's a nice, pretty palette. I need to use it more. I need to use a lot of my collection more. This is the Kat Von D Metal Matte Palette from Holiday of, was it this holiday? It was a holiday palette, and it is gorgeous. Look at this, matte, metal, matte, metal. Ooh, it's an anagram, or ambigram, I don't know. Ambigram, I believe. It comes with all these shades. Oh my god, there's so much eyeshadow in here, and this thing is huge. Like, it's the length of almost two of my hands, which is crazy. And the top are the Metal Crush formula, and the bottom are all mattes. These are pigmented, very blendable, and very beautiful. I will swatch a few for you. Let's swatch Ribbon, which is this nice matte purple. Boo, 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 boo. Look at it. Look at it. Is that a bruise? No. And let's swatch Flash, which is this beautiful Metal Crush Gold. Oh my. Yep. True love. Beautiful. I'll never get rid of this palette. It's gorgeous. This is an Urban Decay Vice palette. I don't know which Vice it is. I think it's 4. I could be wrong. And it comes with this pretty makeup pouch, and I just keep it in there because why not? And it has this beautiful like spider web oil slick design, and it has this many shadows, 5 times 4, so 20. There's 20 shadows. And again, my favorite eyeshadow in here is Fireball, which is this beautiful shimmery orange. But there's a lot of options, and I feel like the rows do make a little bit of sense when you look at them when you're doing your eyeshadow look. Kind of. Like this one definitely. This one definitely. This one I don't know, maybe. If you want to pop a green in your eyeshadow look. But the pigmentation is not too bad. I don't think they're quite as good as like their Naked palettes, but I like them. I like them. Okay, yeah, they're definitely as good as the Naked palettes. I take it back. Beautiful. Beautiful. Will not get rid of. It's freaking gorgeous. Freaking gorgeous. And look at this packaging. I shouldn't even keep it in here. I'm like doing the world an injustice by not putting this on display. Okay, this is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea #1 eyeshadow palette, and it comes with these neutral colors. And there's a big circle in there that they could have put a color in, but nah. So there are 8 shades in here, and they're all like, you know, neutral and shimmery. There's like one matte in here, which is this light one called Sand. And though they swatch beautifully, and they all seem like colors I would use. Oh my god, is this developing hard pan? No! Okay, I'll swatch this guy. Like, they all swatch beautifully, they all seem like very blendable, but they do not pick up with a brush, okay? Even if I wet the brush, they just don't pick up. Which makes me so mad because I've wanted this palette for so long, and I got it, and I'm like, I have to work so hard to get my look done for the day, and I don't want to spend all this time trying to get eyeshadow on my eyebrow, on my brush. So it makes me kind of mad, but it's still pretty, and I'm gonna keep it because I can't part with it yet. And then this is pretty old too. This is when Sephora was doing their story look palettes with like Disney princesses. This one is Ariel, so the Little Mermaid. And the packaging is freaking beautiful. This is the box. And I'll take it out of the box. And it looks like this. Like, look at this. It's so pretty. Oh, dare to dream. And you just pull out the little side slot, and you can actually pop the shadows out like this and use this as like a jewelry case if you wanted. But it comes with all these colors. They're all Little Mermaid themed. There's like Blue Lagoon or Scuttle, Flounder, Sebastian, Flotsam, blah blah blah. The colors are pretty good. They're like the Sephora eyeshadow formula. Like, look, that's a very nice green. I've been swatching a lot of greens today. And then let's swatch Sebastian. Can't really tell he's there on my skin tone, but he is there. This is so beautiful, this palette. I don't know if I'll use it much because it is a little bit older, but I can't get rid of it because it's a collector's piece. This is the Urban Decay Full Spectrum Eyeshadow Palette. This one has a million billion rainbow shades. The quality is definitely not as good as Urban Decay normally is for their eyeshadows, but if you want some fun colors and they're not super pigmented, so you can, you know, build them up and do your colorful looks, that is okay too. How many colors are in here? 3 times 6, 7, 21 different rainbow shades, and they come in a mix of matte and shimmers, so you do have those options, but again, they're not fantastic. Like this pink here, you do need to build it up if you want that pink to show up. You do need to build it up. The greens are not bad. I feel like the greens are really like showing off today, but I've barely used this palette, and it wasn't too long ago that I got it, so I am gonna keep it. And look at this design. Look at this like jewelry UD here. It's so pretty. So pretty. This is the other Urban Decay Spectrum palette. I think this one's just called Urban Spectrum or something. It has the same like jewelry UD design, but it's not rainbow. And it lifts off. The lid lifts off. Like, this is the side design of the lid, which is kind of annoying. I don't want to open a box of shadows. I kind of want to just peel off the mirror top. It's kind of a pain to display sometimes. And this one, I believe, also pops out. You see this little ledge? You might need something to pry it out, and you can use the bottom as like a jewelry box. And these are actually really, really good compared to the full spectrum with all the rainbows. The pigmentation is very, very good, and the quality is probably on par with most of other Urban Decay shadows. I will swatch Daybreak. Pretty. Actually doesn't look that impressive, but it looks great on the eyes. And then this is Evidence. Very nice, very nice. This is a Naked palette from Urban Decay. It's the Urban Decay Naked Smoky. It has beautiful packaging. It's got like this smoke design, and the bottom's actually clear with the smoky design, and you can see the pans through it. And they are mostly cool tones, which I don't really wear, but if you want to do a smoky eye, because if you have like a night out or some fancy event you want to go to and you want to wear a more dramatic eye, these are pretty good options. The quality is not bad. I think I'm not going to swatch this one just because my hands are still wet. But yeah, it's not bad. I'm not getting rid of it. I did like it, and I picked it up on sale for like 30 bucks. This is my other Naked palette. This palette is so old. I think it's the same age as my Story Look palette from Little Mermaid. And yep, there's a Naked palette. You've probably seen it a million bajillion times. It is a good palette. It is getting old. I don't really dig into it very much anymore because of its age, but I can't really part with it because I bought this palette on the first vacation I ever went on with just friends, like not with family, so it has some good memories associated with it. So I'm keeping him. He's a good boy. He'll just sit and take up room in my makeup shelf. This is the Tarte Make Believe in Yourself eyeshadow palette. This palette is so pretty. I heard Andrea Mataliano, I can't say her name, I'm so sorry, Andrea, if you ever watch this. You probably never will, but she raves about this palette, and I really liked the colors. I thought they were super fun and super fun, shimmery, unicorny, what have you. The highlighter I actually really like. It's got like pinky white tones, which is in the middle. That's a very heavy swatch. I don't want to glow like that. But these are actually really nice eyeshadows. I don't really dig into them too much. I don't know why. It might be because I just have so many palettes. I just don't bother to, but it's a really nice eyeshadow palette, and it smells like vanilla. It smells really nice. Look at the design. Isn't that pretty? It's so pretty. This is the Sephora Easy on the Eyes eyeshadow palette. It came out around holiday again of 2017, and it comes with these colors. This was definitely an impulse buy, but I do like it. It's very buttery. The pigmentation's not that great, and some of the shadows are a bit light for my taste, but I bought it anyway because I did, and there's a mirror there, and you lift it up, and there's actually like little tutorial thingies that you can follow to do your eye looks, which is quite nice if you're a beginner and you don't know what the heck you're doing. And then, yeah, there's this guy. He's good. I'm keeping him. He's new, so. Oh, this is the holiday 2017 Kat Von D palette. Okay, the metal matte must have been 2016 then. So this is the Saint and Sinner palette. Look at this cathedral design. Isn't it amazing? So one side says Saint, one side says Sinner, and all the shades are on the back. I think they list them inside too, which they do, yay! So the only thing I don't like about this palette is that the mirrors are on the doors. Like, what kind of weird person will use these mirrors? I don't know. I don't, because they're just inconvenient to use. But the shades themselves are absolutely wonderful. So they're all like churchy, the titles. There's like crucifix and Sabbath and rapture and absolution and like names like that. I will swatch a few. I'm gonna swatch this green. It's more of a yellow. It's like a yellowy green. It's very pretty. And then we'll swatch this beautiful heaven shade. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Yeah, this is a very good palette. They don't sell it anymore because, again, it was just for holiday, but I'm really glad I picked it up. It was expensive, but I love it. This is a Sephora, I think these are called the Blockbuster Collection palettes. This was super hard to show in my last palette collection video because it's huge. You open it, there's lip gloss on one side, eyeshadow on the other, and you pull out the side like this, and you have access to more glosses, and on the very end, there's like blushes, or lip toppers, and then on this side when you pull it out you have more eyeshadow, and then this side there's like highlighters and more like less pigmented eyeshadows on this side, and this second row is eyeliners, like gel eyeliners or gel eyeshadow, whatever. You lift up the mirror and there's your neutrals, which is mostly what I dig into because I'm boring. It's a good little palette. It was really good because when I got it I was just starting out, and it taught me a lot. And I won't get rid of him because I can just use him for the mirror, which I do. I usually use my, like this palette or one I'm going to show you, which is this one. I just open it for the mirror. I don't actually use it for the shadow, but I like it and I'm not getting rid of it. If you came here for the declutter, I'm sorry, I'm doing a terrible job. So this is the Sephora, what's this called? I think it's called like the shopping bag palette, and look at this, carnage. I've used so much of this palette, and I use this as my mirror because these shadows are really old. I don't feel that safe putting them on my eyeballs. So I just use it for the mirror there. Hello. And yeah, I can't get rid of him. This gel color here is totally destroyed and it's kind of nasty. Yeah, don't look at that. It's trigger warning. Too late. So these aren't really eyeshadow palettes. I'm going through them really quickly, but I sometimes use them on my eyes. So this is the ABH Moonchild Glow Kit. It is for your cheeks. It is a highlighter palette, but I do like to use it on my eyes sometimes because it gives you a very like ethereal eyeshadow look. It's really good. It's staying. This is the ABH Glow Kit in Sun Dipped, and there's these beautiful colors. They're actually a bit too dark to be highlighters for me. Well, these two are okay. These are a little bit on the dark side, these two. So they actually work really well as shimmery eyeshadows as well. So I'm keeping them, and the pans are huge. They'll probably last you several generations. They're so big. And then this is the ABH Aurora Glow Kit, which again, I use as eyeshadow toppers sometimes because they just make you look more ethereal. They just take it up there, you know? And they're beautiful. There's no mirror. What am I doing? Keeping all three. This is new. This is Urban Decay Holiday 2017. I forget what this is called. What is it called? Something. What are you called? I don't remember now. But everything here, oops, everything here is a shimmer. There is your neutral side shimmers and your colorful, like jewelry tone shimmers. And the colors are actually really nice. I hate the layout of this palette. Why did you put the mirror in the middle? Who did this? But the colors are wonderful. Actually, they're all shimmery, but I don't mind. I like shimmery shadows. I like matte shadows. I like everybody. Everyone is equal. Okay, this again is more of a face palette, but I do use it sometimes as eyeshadow topper. This is the Milk Makeup holographic powder quad in Space Jam, and it comes with 4 holographic highlighters. They're definitely not holographic. They're actually pretty subtle. Unfortunately, but they are pretty and they do have a purpose in my makeup routine, so I do like it and I'm keeping it. And Milk Makeup's aesthetic is just, I want to be Milk Makeup. It's so aesthetic. I have, this is a Jean-Michel Basquiat, I might have said that wrong, Urban Decay eyeshadow palette, and this, oh, the quality is so good on this palette. It opens like this, it's got a mirror, it's got a brush, these are mostly neutrals. And the pigmentation and the blendability and how long it lasts, it's all there. It's all there. All there. And I think there's a bit of controversy when this came out around the fact that they're using Jean-Michel Basquiat's artwork and his whole, what he represents and yada yada yada. But I like it. I like it. And then this is the other one I got from the collection. This is a really good colorful palette if you want to do a more fun look. And I think they have shimmers and mattes. Yeah, they have both shimmers and mattes. Looks like they're mostly mattes. Comes with a brush, comes with a mirror. Good palette, good palette. This is the Balm Nude Tude palette. Comes with this sleeve, and inside are a bunch of, as you might think, nude or neutral colors. And I love this palette's design. Look at this. Look at these girls. It's just great. The quality's pretty good. I do think Urban Decay is better in terms of eyeshadow quality, but I can't hate. Look at it, it's so pretty. Look at this packaging. And they have like a safe version where the girls aren't there, which what I'm saying, like, come on, why? It's better with the girls. This is the Urban Decay Troublemaker palette. It comes with 9. If you count the middle as 2, it comes with 10 shades, and the quality again is wonderful. So it's mostly neutrals again. There's white and black there. There's some reds, and then there's some darker colors if you want to smoke out your look. I am keeping this faux show. Faux show. This is a great little palette, and you can take it traveling because it's not too big. This is actually 2 palettes. These are the Estee Edit face and I think they're, what do they call them? Glow face and eye palette. So you can use them as like highlighter or you can use them as eyeshadows. And I believe Estee Edit has since kicked the bucket. Unfortunately, they did have some nice products. People were raving about these when these came out. So this one is lighter, obviously, and this one is like more like peacocky and edgy. And the pigmentation is pretty good. People did rave about it, but I don't know. I did like it, but I didn't like love it, you know, like that black is not the most pigmented black in the world, but it's not bad. And my palettes are getting very dirty. Oh, you can't really see that one. Yeah, they're getting pretty dirty. I need to clean them, but they're staying in my collection because if I give all my palettes away, I won't have a collection left. This is a single eyeshadow. It's the Maybelline Color Tattoo 24-hour wear in the color Tenacious Teal. It's this gorgeous blue like cream eyeshadow. You could also use it as an eyeliner, but it's so old and it's really dry, and cream products don't last as long as powder, so they be decluttered. It's going. You know what? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this. I have so many eyeshadows. I'll never use this again. Goodbye. And then I have this MAC duo that my friend Tasia got me. What a sweet, sweet friend. So I have 2 colors. I don't remember their names because once they're popped in there, they're very hard to get out and I don't want to break the eyeshadow. But I'm actually not a huge fan of MAC eyeshadows. I don't think they're very good, to be honest. But I can't get rid of it because it was a gift from a friend, so it's staying. These are two Essence eyeshadow palettes I have. They're insanely cheap at the not the dollar store, at the drugstore. So I have the All About Bronze and the All About Roses eyeshadow palettes. I think they're trying to follow the hype of like the Naked palettes when they came out. I don't know. But they're quite nice. They're mostly shimmer. Yeah, they look really light on camera, and they are, but they do show up on my eyes, and I don't have super light skin. The quality is not bad, definitely. If you're a beginner, I think these are actually pretty good palettes to start off with, if you're just learning to do makeup. So yeah, these are staying. They're good, but they're not amazing. This is a NYX highlighting palette called Strobe of Genius. It's not for your eyes, but again, as I've explained 3 times now, I sometimes use highlighter as eyeshadow. And it comes with some more neutrally highlighters, and then there's some funky ones, like this gold one and this purpley one. And they're a lot of fun to use. They're actually really good highlighters, this one. I would recommend it for you. Yeah, it's not too expensive. I feel like NYX has upped their prices in the last year or two, but it's still a really good highlighter palette if you don't want to fork over the money for like a glow kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is very old as well. This is the Elizabeth Arden, don't even know what it's called. It's a eyeshadow duo. It's very old. It's getting decluttered. Goodbye. This is a Sephora single eyeshadow in the color, is it Prismachrome? I don't know, but it's like a yellow gold. Look at him. He is beautiful, and the design is beautiful, and oh my god. If you covered your whole body in this, you would look like a golden statue. It's so pretty. I can't get rid of it. It is pretty old, but I love the design, and I love the pigmentation, and I just love this shadow, so eat my shorts. This is a NYX pigment. It's the Dramatic Chromatic eyeshadow pigment in Mink. I don't want to open this. I might get it all over the carpet, and then I'll be very sad. But it is very pigmented. You take my word for it. It's a pigment, essentially. What you see in the bottle is what you'll see on your skin. So you have to be gentle when using these. They are very loose and they like to fly. But it is a very pretty pigment, and I'm keeping it because, yeah, I'm keeping it. This is a Buxom single shadow, and it is in the color Bold Bling. Buxom shadows are actually very good. I feel like they're more well known for their lip products, but their eyeshadows are actually fantastic. Like, oh my, it's so nice. You could do a single shadow look with this, because it's just such a star on its own. It's a very good palette, not palette, it's a very good shadow, and I do recommend you to check out Buxom eyeshadows, because they're very good. Okay, looks like this is the last one. This is the Body Shop Shimmer Cubes palette in number 7, and they're mostly neutrals. There is a gray here, and every single cube has its own little lid, which is like a lot of packaging. It's kind of appealing actually, and they're super deep. Like, this amount of shadow will last you forever. I'll swatch some of them. I don't want to take off all the little lids. But yeah, they're not like super pigmented, but they are nice. I feel like if you're just gonna wear them around an office setting or to work or something, they do serve their purpose. Actually, that silver is really nice. Yeah, that's a nice one. I don't know if Body Shop still sells these. I haven't bought anything from there in a little while. If they do, let me know. If they don't, you could let me know too if you want. So with that, that is my entire eyeshadow and eyeshadow palette collection, and also glow kits, because yeah, I have those too. Yeah, thanks for watching, you guys. If you like these kind of videos, I am planning to do one for lip products. I did film it already, but I think the sound was kind of weird, so I have to film it again. But I will do that for you if you want to watch it. So let me know what you think, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.